Okay, 50, not a bad looking question. Let's write down x to the 4/5. And then we have 2. Whoops, sorry about that. And then we have an x minus 4. Then we have a plus sign. We have an x minus 4 squared. And then we have, let's see, 4/5. And then you have x to the minus 1/5. All right, and a variety of ways of doing it. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to pull things out. I'm going to pull out x to the minus 1/5. I'm going to pull out a fraction. That's a 5. I'm going to pull out an x minus 4. I'm going to pull out a 2. We'll clean this up later, by the way. So I want to just kind of, peacefully go through it. I pulled a 2 out from the first term. I pulled an x minus 4 out from the first term. And I pulled that an x minus 1/5, which means I'm going to have an x there to the first power, because that's 5/5, and 5/5 minus 1/5 is 4/5. Right? That's x to the first power. Let's do the next one. Let's take a look at that. What do I need? Well, I pulled out an x minus 4, so I need an x minus 4, one factor of that. I pulled out a 2/5, so I need a 2. And I pulled out x to the minus 1/5. Well, pretty good there. Let me just keep going. I'm going to rewrite it a little tiny bit. And let's take a look at this. I see a 2. I see a 5. I see the 5th root of x on the bottom. I see x minus 4. All right? We just took care of this business over here. All right? Let's do the other thing. What do we see there? Let's see. X and 2x is 3x, and then a minus 8. All right? Let me get my ratio. I went too far with the fraction bar. And I want to put the restrictions down now. And the restrictions in this problem over here is the x. Let's take a look at it. I'm looking at, no restriction, no restriction, no restriction. There's a restriction over here. X cannot be equal to 0. Put a circle around it. What I want to do is go to the answer key. I'm going to look at it. Be careful what I'm looking at over here. This is problem number 50. I do see the 2. I do see the x minus 4. And I notice I made a mistake somewhere, because they have something different in the key, by the way. I got to look at what I've written over here. And I'm wondering, did I make a mistake or did they make a mistake? I have no idea. And it's going to be 5 root that. Put this over here. So, maybe I have to change my key. Who knows? Let me see if I've wrote it down right. And I'm going to look at it. I'm looking back over. And you're going to do this when you're studying. You're going to see your key and say, oh, gee, it's a different answer. I'm seeing this over here. And I think I did okay. I factor out the minus 1/5. Let's take a look at that. Oh, I see it now. I see it. I see it. And I'll write it down for I make a correction. And this should be 5. I see it now. All right? So I agree with the K. I made a mistake. I didn't see that, but now I'm going to correct it. And I'll write that down. So it's 5 plus 2, which is 7. I'll get my little red highlighter out. Let's go back to the K and look at that. And I did make a mistake. Is it common to make mistakes? Of course it is. The more you practice, the less mistakes you make. I also want to point out, if you're doing a large number of problems, you're going to make mistakes, all right? Of course, when you get tired, you can even make more mistakes. Be aware of that. We're on the 50th problem right now. Thank you.